Welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. We're going to take a look at 6'6", 240-pound tight end H-back Cole Turner. He's at the bottom of the screen, inside trips. You're going to watch him run around the zone and settle into the zone past the linebacker here on this play. And he makes a heck of a catch. And that's what we're going to study today is, a lot of things that he does well. Like the inside look here, shows his eyes to the defender inside, then kind of slides behind the defender instead of going across. And then finds that open area, looks back to his quarterback for the ball. And the quarterback throws it back shoulder. And he does a great job of extending away to his back shoulder, away from his frame, and making his catch and taking a hard hit. So I like a lot of what he does with the route to settle in and kind of give the linebacker number 55 some indication that this may wind up being a route coming across the middle. But instead, he, flattens it out, gets deep. Now the ball's to the back shoulder. Good throw by Carson Strong. And watch the turn-in extension right there. Good use of the hands right there, extending to be able to catch it. He has the hands in an overhand position. Good job and then snatching it inside and taking the hit to his back. This is a very good play. Now, if he can do this on a regular basis with a variety of target angles, then, this is going to be a guy who can get on a field in the NFL. But we're going to take a look at something else here that gives you an idea of what he needs to work on at the catch point. And you're going to see a well-run fade route from the release to the stem to even the jump back on the break right here. Beautiful. But he drops the ball. So let's take a look at this and examine what makes this play good from a lot of aspects of evaluating him, but also something that he can work on. First of all, he's playing a cornerback. Cornerback is playing outside shade here. You have a safety who's playing inside. You have a linebacker who's playing inside the slot man. So what Turner's going to do here is he's going to give a little bit of a two-step release. See, 2 steps with that little stick, and then back to the outside. Let's watch it one more time. 1, 2, and then back outside. And see the arm? He puts the arm out and over. This is a wipe. He uses the arm to work basically from a higher position down to a lower position. He's wiping downward. Think of windshield wipers. And he's putting that forearm over the reach of the defender. Now watch him use his hand and grab onto the elbow. That's even better. So, you see some sophistication here with the release that I really like. You get the quick 2, 1, 2, in towards the inside where the defender's playing outside, get him to freeze a little bit. And then he brings that arm up and across. And he gets the forearm across first. It doesn't matter whether the hand's there. If you get too pinpoint with a defender, he can move his arm away quickly. So if you can get the arm on the arm, that's a little better. He's pinning that arm inside the defender. And then he can use his hand to basically grasp on right there and pull himself through. And he gets a half step on this receiver, on this defender right here. He's a half step past him, and we're talking, the first 10 yards? Yeah, so within 10 yards, the acceleration's pretty good. Now, the jump back's very important. I've shown this with Jamar Chase and Jordan and Justin Jefferson this year when I've been doing NFL tape on Twitter. And that's his ability to jump straight up. See how he gets the foot set and he pivots with the ball in the air, but he's able to time that leap enough so that with the ball at the, just over top of him, almost over top of him arriving, he can extend for the ball. Now, I like that he's extending, that he's jumping straight up and down, not leaning back. It's putting him in position to catch this. But he turns his hands at the last second. He turns his hands underhand. See how they're sideways and then underhand, and he claps? That's not good. You don't want to be clapping on the ball. That's what that's what toddlers do when you teach them how to catch. And a lot of receivers, even good college and early career pro receivers, have a tendency to clap on the targets when they're confused about where the ball's arriving, that they haven't practiced enough about when the ball's at a certain height or level, what to do. And he needs to use overhand technique. He needs to jump up and extend his hands out with his thumbs, touching together, and he's forming a web with his fingertips together as well as he extends out. If he does that, he can meet the ball, control the ball. Instead, he claps and misses. It hits his chest, bounces off his chest, goes back through his hands again because, he clapped on it. Think of a little kid who looks like a klutz when they've never caught a ball before, and you're throwing one of those big bouncy balls at the department store at them, and they clap on it, goes through their hands, bounces off their chest and face, and then comes back out the other side as they try to get a second chance at it if they have any bit of coordination. Well, that's what you get here with Cole Turner on this play. Everything's good except the catch point. And again, it's not the end of the year, end of his career because of this. I'm just pointing out that this is something he's got to work on. He's got to refine that when he's in situations like this, that when the ball's at the numbers, what's he going to do? Even when he's leaping, is he going to use overhand or underhand? Does he have a plan for that? Does he practice it enough that he's not thinking about it as it happens? He has to be able to get to the point where when he tracks this ball and it arrives, his hands automatically go where they need to go. He hasn't done that yet. Until he does that, you're going to see issues like this. He's going to be hit or miss in contested plays like this when everything else looks really good with his game on this route. I mean, the fact that he can give the quick two, use the wipe, get upfield, use his height to his advantage, leaping on time, extending the arms out towards the ball, all of that's fantastic. Doesn't mean squat if you can't catch the ball. That's something that he's going to have to work on. If he does, he could be interesting on the outside for an NFL team, or in seam situations on back shoulders. Thanks again for watching. For more RSP Boiler Room videos, you can check out my YouTube channel, Matt Waldman's RSP Film Room, and my site, www.mattwaldmanrsp.com.